present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at the Civic Theatre in Darlington, the fine town which proudly claims to be the unofficial capital of southern County Durham. One of the most admired features of Darlington is St Cuthbert's Church. According to legend, the holy relics of St Cuthbert were brought to the town by monks at the time of the Viking raids and concealed on the site of the current church. Some years later, the townsfolk returned St Cuthbert's relics to Lindisfarne, who were so delighted they treated the town to an impromptu performance of Fog on the Tyne. The Church of St Cuthbert was actually built in the 12th century by Bishop Pudsey, who preached in his purple robe and wearing a spotted handkerchief knotted over one eye. In the early 19th century, Darlington's thriving cattle market was at the centre of an agricultural revolution. Two local farmers, Robert and Charles Colling, experimented with the breeding of shorthorn cattle, which resulted in the famous Durham ox. One prime specimen, known as the Comet, which weighed in at 189 stone, won many prizes at the Durham Show in 1810. Her Royal Highness Princess Louise honoured the brothers when she personally inspected and tied rosettes on their gigantic ox. The story of Darlington's history is neatly encompassed in its coat of arms. The cross of St Cuthbert represents the town's resistance to Viking raids, a bull's head signifies the local breeding of fine cattle, and white chevrons with black lines indicate no overtaking on an urban freeway. Darlington's history since 1825 is of course synonymous with the railway, when the scheme to run a line from Darlington to Stockton was hatched by local businessman Edward Pease. He had settled here to found the local Quaker movement, a new religion designed to promote his range of porridge oats. Pease commissioned the engineer George Stephenson, and soon the world's first passenger railway was opened. Stephenson's engine was a wonder of single compression cylinder technology called the locomotion, which, although requiring a whole new range of skills, was remarkably simple to operate, as illustrated by this extract taken from the original instruction handbook. My little baby sister can do it with ease. It's easier than learning your ABCs. So come on, do the locomotion with me. Within weeks, 600 passengers were catching the train to Stockton every day until after 2 months the town was completely deserted. A trend which I can sense might be revived when I say, let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Crowell and Graham Garden. And on my right, Tim Brook-Taylor and Tony Hawkes. And preparing herself for some hot scoring action on the desk next to me, please welcome the delightful Samantha. Okay, let's kick off with an old favourite called Historical Headlines. An old favourite may be, but it never quite seems to match the popularity of the round called Stuff This, Let's Just Go Home. Teams, I'd like you please to imagine how modern-day newspapers or other periodicals might have reported certain historical events. And the event is the 100 Years' War. Graham, will you start us off, please?
The Independent. Weapons inspectors ask for more time.
Daily Express, EU gets off to shaky start.
The Independent, John Simpson liberates Cressy.
Express, PM says we'll get British beef exports into France if it takes 100 years.
Daily Mail, Joan of Arc burnt at stake, no English hurt.
Joan says I'm a celibate. Get me out of here. The stage. War latest. Humphrey Littleton's band to play at half-time.
And The Guardian, corrections and clarifications. Yesterday's headline, troops get massage from Henry V. Should have read, troops get message from Henry the Filth.
Daily Telegraph, Joan dead, England retain ashes.
OK, well, let's try another one. This time it's the Great Pyramid of Cheops is built in Giza in Egypt. You can start this one, Tony.
Financial Times, shares in Toblerone take a boost.
The Mirror, huge cube at Giza, half-built.
The Antique Dealer, second-hand pyramids are cheap as Cheops, says David Dickinson.
Sun, Giza, Sphinx smiles miles better.
Mirror, I'm going to be a mummy, says Pharaoh.
OK, well, we have a musical round now in the guise of a game called One Song to the Tune of Another. Now, teams, even to the uninitiated amateur, one song to the tune of another will instantly be recognized as an obvious construct, and only complete idiots of the first order of total incompetence would fail to grasp the basics. So let me just run through it again for you. The song is comprised of two elementary components, the tune and the words. You might imagine the tune to be akin to a shelf of the type commonly found on domestic balls. This is supported by the brackets, or in this case, the words. Some shelf units might store household items such as toilet rolls and fire lighters. These are like songs we don't hear very often. Others are like popular songs we like to enjoy frequently, and might display souvenirs such as novelty teaspoons or coronation mugs are another possibility. Although I often wonder who that happy, smiling woman is pictured on the 1953 Queen Elizabeth II edition. But I can sense the teams are getting bogged down on the detail of shelf usage. That's not important, for if the shelves are to be supported by brackets, they need firm wall fixings in the form of good, strong screws set in roll plugs. And it's not just shelves that need securing. Kitchen units, vanity mirrors, and even the essential dado rails are all the same. But I hear you thinking, where can one find a specialist who can be relied upon unfailingly to screw everything up for us? At the piano we have Colin Sarah. OK, we'll start with you, Barry. Would you please sing the words of Barry Manilow's song Copacabana to the tune of the Sky Boat Song?
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha, but while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. He worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other. Who could ask for more?
Tim, now, would you please sing the words of Firestarter by The Prodigy to the tune of I Could Have Danced All Night?
I'm the trouble starter, punking instigator. I'm the fear-addicted danger illustrator. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter. I'm the bitch you hated, filth infatuated. Yeah, I'm the pain you tasted, well intoxicated. I'm the fire starter, twisted fire starter. You're the fire starter, twisted fire starter. I'm the self. Come on, cut piano. I'm deconator.
You now, Graham, would you please sing the words of Roberta Flack's lovely The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face to the Dam Busters March.
The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the empty skies. My love, to the dark and the empty skies. The first time ever I kissed your mouth.
Finally, Tony, would you please sing the words of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds to the tune of A Policeman's Lot Is Not a Happy One.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river, with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly.
Quite slowly.
A girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green. Towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes. And she's gone, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Oh, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Our thoughts go with you. We move on swiftly to a brand new round called Soap and Flannel, which is all about soap operas and product placement. Soap operas were, of course, originally designed to sell soap powder, hence their name, operas. The advent of commercial television brought us ad mag programs, where a genuine drama was created around any number of branded products, a practice we wouldn't normally encourage here on the Rolls-Royce of wireless shows. I know I'm not alone in finding a lot of modern advertising misleading. Only the other day I spotted an ad for Millets which said they had really good camouflage jackets. So I went straight down there and couldn't find them. So teams, I'd like to take you back now to the early days of commercial broadcasting, with each of you extemporizing a typical scene from a soap opera, but all the while trying to include as many hidden product placements as possible. The opposing team will score points for each brand name they can spot. Okay, Tim and Tony, you can start, and I'd like you to provide us with the commercial version of Neighbours. Off you go.
Morning, Jet.
Morning, Sheila. Bud, sorry, mate.
Still 2 eggs as usual, Jet.
No, Bud, I'm twice as hungry today, mate.
Right, get him 4 eggs, Bex.
Bud, why is there no salt?
Oh, no worries, we've got sacks of salt. I guess Jill is behind you. Will she be eating too?
No, she's already eaten, mate. I went to the supermarket and got the finest ingredients that a male could possibly purchase.
So, Jill ate.
The best a man can get, yeah. Hey, fancy a serve if the tide is right?
Oh, you'd have to be bold if the waves are as big as last time. But then, of course, I forget you're a right fairy. For an Aussie.
Wait a minute, mate. We could go to the beach with Mr. Technic's son.
Dirk? Is he out of prison?
Yeah, apparently a group of accomplices helped him escape.
How many?
5.
So,
5 sprung Dirk Technic. You know, mate,
Yep.
it would have been so much better if it'd been 4.
It would, wouldn't it? 4 sprung, yep. Sure would.
Barry and Graham, just for the sake of interest, and because it says here I've got to, let me ask you how many you spotted.
10. We'll settle for 10.
Okay. Listeners at home might wonder how I know that they're not cheating. The answer is I don't. Your turn now, Barry and Graham. I'd like you to provide us, please, with a commercial version of The Archers.
Oh, hello, Joe. Have you had an accident at work?
Oh, I always walk this way.
Well, Joe, what can I get you?
Well, I'll have a pint of old Hewlett-Packard desk jet.
Right. There you go. Pickled onion?
Oh, no, not for me. I'll have one of them Halifax pensions, if you've any left.
Yeah, I think I got some around the back. I'll bring them through to you in the Doris Archer room.
Ah, yes, Mars bar.
That's right. Oh, hello, Ruth. Sit down and take the weight off your accent. Do you fancy an orange?
Oh, no! I've got to make some curtains. Do you sell net?
No. Now, we've just been having a dispute about last night's pub quiz. Do you happen to know who built the Ark?
Oh, no!
No, I didn't think you'd know. And while we're on the topic, who was Fred Astaire's brother?
Oh, I know that one. Called Stan. Lazy devil.
Is that right, Ruth?
There's people in this pub ahead of me, you know. You'd never
Not
see...
usually the case.
Oh, hello, Brian. You'd never see Stan Astaire lift a finger to help. Well, that's better out than in.
Oh, Ruth, while you're still here, could you give us a hand in the kitchen? The controls have fallen off the auger and there's hobnobs all over the floor.
Right-o. Do excuse me, I'm awfully sorry. This sweater's given me a rash.
You've got the wool itch. And if you don't mind me saying so, you've had that a long time.
No, I can't believe it's not better. I've got bowel disorder as well.
Well, that's the wonder of woolies. All together now. Tums and tums and tums and tums and some help yourself.
Well, I heard Graham distinctly say there's a new DVD out called The Goodies at Last with 8 tracks. Yes, 8. I heard him say that.
Yeah. We're now going to try an old favourite of mine called Hunt the Ring. This is a game we played as children when a senior member of the family would remove a ring from his or her finger. We were never that sure about Great-Uncle Alice. The ring was then threaded onto a piece of string which was tied to form a loop. As the excitement and tension mounted even further, the string, complete with the ring attached, remember, would be handed to us. We would then secretly pass the ring between us while the senior relative counted silently to 100 with eyes closed. The object was then to guess which player was concealing the ring with their hand, or, if there was only one player, then which hand. Although, in all honesty, that was never much of a challenge with Cousin Nelson. OK, teams, I brought along my own ring, which Samantha will attach to this piece of string before passing it amongst you. I'll close my eyes and start counting. As soon as I reach 100, teams, I shall open my eyes and attempt to spot who is concealing my ring. OK? 100. Right now, Barry, it's you, isn't it?
Not I, Humph. Not on my person, no.
Tim?
I wish I could say yes, but it's no, Humph.
Tony?
No, I'm afraid I don't have it either.
Graham, then, have you got my ring?
Yes, Humph. Here it is.
Excellent. Samantha, go and fetch that for me, please, would you? OK, the next game is called Join the Dots. Each player is provided with a sheet of paper on which are printed a series of numbered dots. These have to be joined together in the correct order to complete a lifelike image of, say, the Mona Lisa. I say lifelike, but obviously the original doesn't have a series of numbers printed on it. Leonardo da Vinci was a terrific artist. He'd have painted over them. In our new revised version, however, I'll provide the teams with a short list of events, places or things, starting and finishing with two famous Dorothys. The task is to join the dots, thereby explaining the connection between each item in the list. OK, now Tim and Tony, will you please attempt to join these famous dots? Dorothy Lamour, Otis Redding, British Lamb, Dorothy Wordsworth.
Right. Well, I think Lamour, Dorothy Lamour. Lamour means love, and love-making, normally done in bed or bedding. Really? Which is well known for being the Cockney rhyming slang for Otis Redding is
not that well known.
Cockney rhyming slang for bedding.
Right, Reading.
And then, of course, we've got to get to British Lamb from...
Well, the place Reading.
Yeah.
There used to be lots of fields there.
That's true, until they built Reading.
Yeah.
And what would they have in the fields?
Well, I should think probably sheep and lamb.
Yeah.
British lamb.
British lamb,
yeah. Because it's near Reading.
Yeah. And Dorothy
did a lot of reading.
Which is spelt exactly like Reading, isn't it?
Yeah. And she used to read Lamb's Tales of Shakespeare. So it's almost too clever, really, isn't it? Yeah. So that's what we think, Humph. But we have another theory in case it's wrong.
In which case it's right. Now,
Tooshed.
Barry and Graham, what do you think? You have a go yourselves.
We were going along, well, not really the same route. It's not generally known that Dorothy Lamour's voice broke.
Yes.
And she started a whole second career as Otis Redding. An Otis.
Well, the first lift in the UK was an Otis lift.
Yes.
In Reading.
Yep.
At the headquarters of the Lamb Marketing Board. In Reading.
And that's where we joined forces with you, I think, probably, because we went to
British Lamb.
Charles Lamb and Dorothy Wordsworth.
Yes.
Well, actually, the correct link is that Dorothy Lamour was once an elevator attendant, and Otis, as Graham said, is a make of elevator, and also the first name of Otis Redding, who had a big hit with Try a Little Tenderness, the theme song for an advert for British Lamb, Lamb being the surname of author Charles Lamb, a good friend of Samuel Taylor Coleridge and William and Dorothy Wordsworth. And now I'm going to hurry on. Well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time for a round of women-only film club. Samantha tells me she has to nip out now as she has a cookery lesson with her new chef gentleman friend who's been teaching her cake decoration. He has all sorts of professional kitchen equipment, and as Samantha is having trouble keeping enough pressure on her icing dispenser for complete coverage, he's promised to show her how to squeeze his hard-on... He's promised to show her how to squeeze his hard-on to the top of the cake. So while she's away preparing for that, I'll invite the teams to suggest film titles likely to appeal to an audience of ladies only. Graham, will you start, please?
12 Perfectly Reasonable Women.
East of Eden? No. West of Eden? No. East of Eden? The map's
Those magnificent men and their washing machines.
Diet hard.
Born on the 4th of July, but not saying which year.
Spend it like Beckham.
Skirt of the Antarctic.
Born on the 4th of July, but you never remember that, do you?
PMT and sympathy. I'm sorry.
Willy Free.
Gone with the window cleaner.
Bring me the handbag of Frida Garcia.
Silly Conan the Barbarian.
I spit on your gravy. The Dainty Dozen.
The good, the bad, and the surgically enhanced.
Texas Chainsaw Mascara.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the three-toed sloth of time dozes in the rainforest of eternity, and the three toads decide to make good their escape, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and the good folk of Darlington, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Tim Brooke Taylor and Tony Hawkes have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Jack D.
Well, hello, and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second visit to Weston-super-Mare. Weston lies close by the River Axe. This is formed by the confluence of several streams which emerge from limestone caves at Wookey Hole, the Mendip Passage, St Swilden's Shaft and Cuthbert's Swallow, all features formed in the Pleistocene age and named in the Euphemism age. The Arctic explorer Sir William Edward Parry sailed from Weston for Canada in the spring of 1832, where he befriended a tribe of Eskimos. Parry controversially married, and the couple returned in the winter, becoming sick on the voyage. As they disembarked, it was obvious he had influenza, and his new wife was a little husky. It was recently claimed that the picturesque Somerset village of Church Stanton was the inspiration for the Archers village of Ambridge. A property developer bought several parcels of building land, only to discover there was a massive hole in every plot. He tried to take legal action, but there was no one there who could act for him. Many components of the world's first supersonic airliner were manufactured in Somerset. Concords were built as a joint venture with Aerospatiale in Toulouse. Tasks were split, so while the British engineering team designed the wings, fuselage and tail fin, the French team had lunch. The town of Weston virtually owes its existence to the arrival of the railway, which was built by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, whose engineering skills were tested to their limits in producing tunnels through the county's hills. But Brunel isn't the last to bore Somerset. Please welcome on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke Taylor and John Finnemore. And settling down on my left hand, please welcome our glamorous scorer, the ever delightful Samantha. Well, we start this week with a look at some new entries in the Uxbridge English Dictionary. A good dictionary is an essential tool for learning the different uses of apparently similar terms. For example, many people don't understand the correct use of the words lifeless and inert. Well, if something is lifeless, it means it lacks excitement or animation or is incapable of supporting life. Whereas if something is inert, you shake it all about, you do the hokey pokey and you turn around. And that's what it's all about. Oi. But the meanings of words are constantly changing, so teams, your suggestions, please, of any new definitions you may have spotted recently. Tim, can you start?
Gastric, raising energy prices without your customers knowing.
And Barry.
Twerk. What we do in Yorkshire between 9 and 5.
Graham?
Buccaneer. What American pirates pay for piercings.
John.
Smirk. Somerset for it's a Mercedes.
Inflate. Her Majesty's plane has taken off.
Trouble. Yorkshire building waste.
Mystical, the daughter of Mr. Tickle. Unfortunately, he named her Tess.
Lambada, a sheep with tin legs.
Barney, rather like a barn.
Inferno, assume not.
Celery, bit like a cellar.
Behemoth, an insect that makes holes in your jumpers and then fills them with honey.
Eerie, bit like an ear.
Symbolic, prosthetic testicle.
Whiskey, bit like a whisk.
Purgatory, to slip X-Lax into Michael Gove's coffee.
Well, the teams are going to sing for us now in the round called
Sluice Gate. Somerset for this gate belongs to Lou.
So the teams are going to sing for us now in the round called Pick Up Song. Samantha is poised at the turntable and ready to give the discs a spin. You should sing along, teams, and try to keep in time when Samantha turns the volume down. If, when the music returns, you're within a cheesy quaver of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean what people drink in Somerset pubs. What do points mean? And... No, you're wrong. It's prizes, apparently. This week's prize is sure to delight anyone who's a fan of funeral transport competitions. It's an all-expenses-paid trip to the Hearse of the Year show. Now, Graham, you're to start, and I'd like you to accompany Eddie Cochran singing She's Something.
I know when, but she don't notice me when I pass. She goes with all the guys from out of my class, but that can't stop me from thinking to myself, She's so fine looking, man. She's something else. Hey, look at there. Across the street. There's a car just made for me. To own that car would be a luxury. But my dollar can't afford the gas. A brand new convertible is out of my class. But that can't stop me from thinking to myself, that car's fine looking, man. There's something else.
It's something else.
OK, with your next, John, I'd like you to accompany Bernard Cribbins singing Right Said Fred.
Right said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Tried to shift it, couldn't even lift it, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and right said Fred, give a shout to Charlie, up comes Charlie from the floor below. After straining, heaving and complaining, we was getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea, and Charlie had to think, and he thought we ought to take off all the handles and the things that hold the candles.
John Finnemore there is a man of hidden talents. Yes, he's good at needlework and long jump. You now, Barry, would you accompany Elvis Presley singing Devil in Disguise?
You look like an angel.
Look like an angel.
Walk like an angel.
Walk like an angel.
Talk like an angel.
But
I got wise. You're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are the devil in disguise. You fooled me with your kisses. You cheated and you schemed. Heaven knows how you lied to me. You're not the way you seemed. You look like an angel.
Look like an angel.
Walk like an angel.
Walk like an angel.
Talk like an angel. But I got wise.
Barry's ear problem means that he now has trouble hearing himself sing. Help is available on our webpage for anyone else who would like to have trouble hearing Barry sing. Finally, would you, Tim, please accompany Miley Cyrus singing Wrecking Ball?
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell. A love no one could deny. Don't you ever say, I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie, running for my life. I will always want you.
I feel a complete twerk here.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn.
You're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn now.
Tim, I think you might have slipped into the disappointing follow-up album there, Tim.
Yeah, but that was very energetic dancing he was doing throughout.
It was amazing, actually. I've not seen you take your clothes off like that before.
You little liar.
Well, the next game is called Radio Product Placement. The subtle inclusion of branded products is now well established in today's films and TV dramas, but almost unheard of on the radio. To this end, I'd like you, Barry and Graham, to perform a short scene from a radio drama into which they should attempt the subtle inclusion of some well-known products from a certain sponsor. I'd like you to enact part of a spy drama which has been sponsored by the Cheese Board. So, Tim and John, keep your ears out for any cheese-related products being slipped past you. And so please start your scene now, Barry and Graham.
And this is episode 1 of Smelly's People.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Smelly?
Call me George.
George, Mr. Smelly wants to see you.
Never mind. What have you to report, Agent Cheese?
Well, I'm just back from Argentina, and I've been following the woman codename Cheddar Garbler.
Quite mature, is she?
Yes, and seriously strong.
Then we must proceed carefully. She sounds foreign.
Foreign, yes. She comes from the little village of Queso Blanco con Frutas. It's between queso jalapeno and queso quesadilla.
A far cry from Tunbridge Wells. Still, Tunbridge Wells must have its dark side.
Yeah, I tailed her dressed as Bertie Wooster, posing as a dog breeder.
Damn, you're good.
The trouble is she only goes out in disguise, lest her cover gets blown. However, I was able to follow her to a cinema showing a Danish blue movie.
I've never seen one of those. I did once see a Dorset blue. Vinnie Jones was in it.
Yeah. In the cinema, I found a seat next to the stinking bishop.
That's his code name?
Unfortunately not. No, But I'm afraid she saw us together, and all she did was leer, damn her. I had to run for it.
Did you make it back to the cottage, Cheese?
I had to leave the country. I just had time to get to the port, salute the captain, and jump aboard the saucy Gorgonzola.
Fair breeze?
Yes, but Captain Monterey Jack had me polishing the deck until there was a double gloss to see his face in.
What about the Cheddar woman?
Before I left, I put the Dale brothers on her tail. Rick and Lee. They're coming in to report.
When's Lee Dale going to get here?
Any minute now, and Rick ought to be with him.
Wait a minute. What's that rock for?
That's my lunch.
The end.
I thought it was very good, although it could have been even gooder.
Just making things worse, John.
Well, actually, I did spot one, yes. The lead character's surname, you won't have caught this, but it was Cheese.
Damn.
And that is a type of cheese.
Yes.
So, point to
got
us.
away with that one.
Yes.
Well spotted.
Yes. It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. But first, I noticed from the bundle of correspondence stuffed in our pigeonhole that our pigeon is unlikely to try sitting down anytime soon. And that the correspondence comes from Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. And she writes, "Dear Medical Matters, memory loss. Who am I to talk about memory loss? Yours sincerely, Mrs. What's-her-name, North What's-it." So on with the game, which, as we have a complete novice in the form of John Finnemore, will this week be played to original standard rules. Basic Learners version 1. Okay, so, yes. Tim, you can start.
Well, to set you off fairly easily, Piccadilly Circus.
Piccadilly Circus.
Yep.
You get that sort of progression idea, don't you, John?
Well, not really, but I keep my eyes open.
Marble Arch.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I say Baker Street, is that Baker Street?
Yeah, it's such...
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Okay.
Sounds as if the audience are pretty ignorant as well.
No. Well done. Jolly well done.
No, it was. No, it was well done.
I'm not going to patronise you. Patronise means talking down to people. Clapham Common.
Oh dear, make it simple. Oxford Circus.
Okay.
It's
Clapham Common, Oxford.
I'm
just making notes.
Calm down, John. You're getting a bit edgy nose.
Okay,
It'll be all right.
Okay.
Finsbury Park.
Yeah.
Oh, Pimlico?
Nice move, young'un. Elephant and Castle.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I'm really sorry. Just, Jack, so can you explain... I mean, Graham hasn't declared a home station yet, so I'm just wondering how he's got the line velocity to straddle the diagonal. I mean, doesn't that mean that he has to stay within zone 1 and 2?
Obviously, I didn't adjudicate. I was just wondering if anyone was going to notice that. And well done, John. Yeah, you picked up on it.
Oh, thanks. Okay. I thought I might have missed something. You know.
No, you are actually right. Graham, you can't have elephant and castle, obviously, because of the diagonals.
Blimey.
And you know,
gloves are off now, aren't they? I'm stumped. No, I'm not stumped. No, obviously, I've still got an escape route to Morden.
Oh, technically, I suppose. Yeah. I mean,
he's beginning to irritate me.
Balham.
Right, sorry. One more thing. We are playing a team game, aren't we? Tim is on my side.
Yes,
right.
obviously.
Because obviously he wouldn't have wanted to deliberately place me in Stryle, would he? So he probably wouldn't have meant Balham.
Obviously, John has been listening to this game very carefully over the years, and
I knew there was somebody.
He is right. I mean, John is right, strictly speaking, that you are streaming him by doing Balham, and that
Strictly
probably
speaking.
Original rules. Remember?
Of course, yes. I haven't played there, so it's okay. Lavender Hill, then.
Lavender Hill.
Yeah. Straight in.
Clapham Common.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. An actual Templeman's Advance. I didn't know anyone was still doing those.
And seriously,
that is wonderful. My granddad used to play that when he was teaching me.
Yes.
That is so sweet. I haven't seen anyone do that since the Copenhagen Convention of '68.
No. I'm considering physical violence at the moment.
Anyway, I will declare Chalfont but not Latimer, invoking Castleman's transposition and depleting, I think, all of Graham's silver tokens, sadly.
Where?
Which one was it, John?
Chalfont but not Latimer. Because I invoked Castleman,
Chalfont, not Latimer.
Yeah, so you basically only got two things to do, and one of them will involve you losing in 2 moves, and the other, I think, in 8.
Is there a street called Smart
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. John, you failed to notice that Clapham Common had been bid before. Graham's first bid with Clapham
Just listen and learn, John.
And then Barry came in with Clapham Common again, and you followed straight in with Chalfont. But that does compromise you.
Oh, no, I meant Latimer, not Chalfont. I meant Latimer, not Chalfont.
I'm sorry.
No, I hadn't taken my finger off.
You know what?
Be kind to him.
I'll be kind to him on this occasion, but I'm sorry that you can't do either of those because of your oversight there.
Okay, then oval.
No, not oval. We see.
All right.
Just calm down.
Okay.
Just plenty of time. We can always edit it.
You won't be in it.
I said I wouldn't do this. Oh no, I've got one. Mornington Crescent.
Oh, you little...
Yeah, you know. It was fun toying with you, gentlemen, but Mornington Crescent.
No, well done, Nipper.
Well done. Yeah, I'm sorry you have to dash off.
All right. Well, that was fun. In this next round, the teams are going to delve into the world of celebrity. It's not easy trying to live your life in the public eye. When Barry Cryer got off the train here this morning, he was mobbed by over 80 women. Well, 2 of them were over 80, the other was over 90. And so that Tim Brooke-Taylor doesn't get unwanted attention when buying online or booking hotels, he takes the precaution of using an obscure name, Tim Brooke-Taylor. Now I'm going to read out a day-in-the-life style article featuring the words of a well-known local personality. However, certain keywords or phrases have been removed, and the teams will try to guess what's missing. This week's subject is Lord Archer of Weston-super-Mare. Okay. My mother was a tremendously strong woman. She became a...
tag wrestling sensation.
local councillor. My father was a...
Nobel Prize-winning Bishop, Field Marshal, astronaut, and third in line to the throne of Russia, though... Of course, we never spoke of it.
He was a printer, in fact. Anyone who has worked in Weston-super-Mare will tell you that we used to have more people coming on their holidays from Birmingham than from
Choice.
from any other town. The locals got accustomed to the...
Smell.
Brummie accent.
Oh.
On his wife. Mary does frighten some blokes. There are men out there who simply can't deal with confident women like her. I meet a lot of very intelligent, powerful 40-year-old women who aren't married, and I honestly think...
Mary doesn't know about it.
It's because most blokes are frightened to death of them. Mary is always happy when I'm...
in prison.
No, it says when I'm slimmer. And on his writing, he says, when a book comes out, I wonder if one person will buy it. Of course, it's stupid, but...
Perhaps they'll buy it anyway.
It's agony. I look at E.L. James or Dan Brown and I ask, what am I not doing? Why are my figures less than theirs? J.K. Rowling, I understand, but I don't understand E.L. James. I tried 50 Shades of Grey, but gave up after...
Mary told me to stop as it was making her eyes water.
After 30 pages. They tell me the sex doesn't come until...
I've paid them up front.
Until after page 100. I never got there. I'm nuts about theatre and go about twice a week. I invest in it too. I own 50% of Greece and 25% of The Sound of Music, among others. Whenever the directors of the Donmar or the National Theatre beg me for money, I send them a cheque. And so they know where the money comes from, I write along the bottom...
Of the girl they send round to collect it.
This came from Greece. Charity auctions. Last year I raised £21 million. A few weeks ago I auctioned a prize of afternoon tea at the Wolseley in London for £4,000 with me and...
6,000 without me.
Alistair Campbell, in fact. On the subject of regrets. This will make you laugh. My main regret is that I don't have any...
Full stop.
Any daughters.
Oh.
Mary is a campaigner for women's rights, and her father was too. On his deathbed, he made me promise I would never...
Do that to him again.
Stop her doing what she wanted. I would really have liked to take a generation of women, one by one, through to the next era, is actually what he said. Well, it's very nearly the end of the show, but there is just time to fit in a round of the Posh Persons Film Club. Samantha has to go now as she's off to see her new aristocratic gentleman friend who's teaching her about the history of the House of Lords and the British Constitution. Samantha says her favourite part of the evening is when they go through the Act of Union. So, as she goes off to enjoy that, I'll ask the teams to suggest some titles of films likely to prove popular with an audience of posh people. You can start this one, Graham.
Get Cartier.
Barry?
The butler always rings twice.
Tim?
Second Home Alone.
John?
Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Jackets.
The Kleinborn Ultimatum.
Jason and the Argo.
You just can't get experienced staff anymore. How green was my valet?
Friday the 13th, 7 for 7:30, cocktails.
A triple bill, Goodwill Hunting, followed by Goodwill Shooting and Goodwill Fishing.
Who framed Roger's portrait? The Bourne Supremacy, or Hereditary Peerage, as we call it.
Wallace and Gromit in The Red Trousers.
Bring me the hedge fund, Alfredo Garcia.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the horse of time is led by the groom of fate, and the vicar of destiny tells the groom he's not allowed to marry a horse, I notice it's the end of the show. So from the team, Samantha, myself, and our audience here in Weston-super-Mare, it's goodbye. Goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Tim Brooke-Taylor and John Finnemore were being given silly things to do by Jack D, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second visit to Hull, the mighty port on the River Humber. The original name of Kingston upon Hull was Sire Creek, an Old Norse term which experts have translated as Kingston upon Hull. Hull is famous for its mystery plays and regularly stages the story of Noah's Ark. Each year there's great competition among the women folk here to be chosen to play the part of his wife Joan. However, proceedings were interrupted in 1997 when real animals from the town zoo were employed. Two giant pandas, An and Ling Ling, who hadn't previously mated for 15 years, became overexcited and were visibly frustrated when they had to be separated by their keepers, Git Git and Bastard Bastard. In the 1960s, Hull became the birthplace of the discount trading warehouse, with the comic chain starting here. 40 years on, comic stores pride themselves that their staff can tell you everything they know about a product in under 4 seconds. The city is home to the new National Sardine Museum, which was opened recently by the mayor, or at least it would have been if the key hadn't immediately snapped off. Our teams this week are comprised of 4 performers who come from a long line of comedians. Those queues don't get any shorter at the soup kitchen. They are on my left, Graham Garden and Barry Cryer. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Andy Hamilton. And back for another good hard session on the scoring desk, please welcome the ever delightful Samantha. Okay, let's kick off with a look at the meanings of words. English is a rich and varied language, but the subtleties of inference can be confusing to the uneducated ear. For example, many don't understand the difference in meaning between the terms hope and aspire. Well, those of us who've taken the trouble to look them up know that hope means both to have a desire for something and the expectancy of its fulfillment, whereas aspire is the pointy bit on a church. The meanings of words are constantly shifting, teams, and I'd like you to share with us any new definitions you may have spotted recently. So, Andy, would you care to start, please?
Dossier, a French tramp.
Graham.
Scandal, footwear you should be ashamed of.
Tim.
Arsenic. I've just sat on a razor blade.
Vanish. Rather like a van.
Organism, an irrational prejudice against Wurlitzers.
Cannibalistic, a Geordie missile.
Wolverine, a product for cleaning wolves.
Bigamist, a larger than usual fog.
Testicular, a vampire who talks bollocks.
Retard, very difficult in Yorkshire.
Harpist, fairly drunk.
Weight machine, a virgin train.
Bishopric, unpopular member of the clergy.
Weight watcher, virgin passenger.
Sea legs, the eggs of the seal.
Cabbage, the opinions of taxi drivers.
Substitute, an underwater hooker.
Mayfly, a virgin plane.
OK, the teams are going to sing along now with some well-known discs in the game called Pick Up Song. Samantha makes regular visits down to the gramophone library to choose the team's records, and just recently she's also been helping the old archivists with their new sound insulation. Tomorrow she's going to get acoustic tiles up in the studio, and if there's time she's hoping to get felt up in the office. Back now in DJ mode, Samantha is poised over the turntable and ready to give the selected discs a spin. You should sing along, teams, until at my signal Samantha turns the volume down. You should continue singing, and if when the music returns you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points, and points mean prizes. Can we fix it? Better to do it now than in the bus on the way home. This week's prize will ideally suit any homeowner who wants to get that authentic inner-city Cardiff effect in their kitchen. It's this lovely Welsh dosser. We'll start with you, Barry. Would you please accompany Al Jolson singing Swanee?
Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I'd give the world to be among the folks in DIX. I even know my mammy's waiting for me, praying for me down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. Swanee, Swanee, I'm coming back to Swanee. Mammy, Mammy. Oh!
OK, your turn, Tim. I'd like you to accompany Gary Jules singing his recent number.
No expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I die are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world.
I I just think Tim shouldn't have been put through that.
No.
or you.
You now, Graham, would you please accompany... Oh, wait a minute, I don't like that, please. Makes me sound as though I'm looking forward to it. Graham, would you accompany the Rolling Stones singing Satisfaction?
Thank you.
I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get any. When I'm driving in my car, and that man comes on the radio and he's telling me more and more about some useless information supposed to fire my imagination, I can't get any. Who knew? Hey, hey, hey. That's what I say. I can't get no
At least that was better than the original. Finally, Andy, would you please accompany local boy Fat Boy Slim singing Funk Soul Brother?
The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul, all together now, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, right about now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right about now. The Funk Soul Brother, check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother, try the Funk Soul Brother. I just never got on top of the melody in that at all.
Well, the teams are now going to perform some sound charades in the round based on the erstwhile TV favourite Give Us a Clue. In the original, mimes were performed in total silence. However, if our teams mimed their charades on the radio, the listeners at home might sit stony-faced, wondering what the audience was laughing at. By allowing the teams to speak, we neatly eradicate the problem of unexplained laughter. The Grand Master who gave us a clue was, of course, Lionel Blair, but even he had the occasional day when he was off colour. However, Lionel could always rely on his loyal teammate Christopher Biggins to lend a hand whenever he was feeling a little dicky. Tim and Andy, you're to start, please, and your title will shortly be displayed to the audience via the laser display screen. For listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Fellini's 8.5. Fellini's 8.5.
Right, you're guessing this one, Barry and Graham. Off you go, Tim and Andy.
It's a film.
The film.
2 and a bit words. 2 and a bit words. 2 and a bit. 2 and a bit words. And it's a film. Yeah.
See.
What's it called?
Hey, Ciao.
Hey,
you look a little bit like Signor Pavarotti.
Hey, I'm Italian.
Italia.
Yeah.
Where from come you, Italia?
It's a little known part of Italy.
And where is that?
Cardiff. We sing it. We sing for the bambino.
Oh, for the bambino.
We sing it. Happy birthday to you, little Luigi. Happy birthday. Wait a minute.
What
Wait a minute. His birthday is in June.
Is in June? Today it is December.
December. He's not 9 yet.
Oh, he's not 9.
The bambino is not 9 yet.
You're on the right lines there, Barry, I think.
I think the baby has reached the age of 8.
And a bit?
And a bit. Neat...
How much longer have they got, Hump?
8.5 seconds we've got. 8.5.
Fellinis, yeah.
Was it all a bit too real with
the accents were terrific.
Right, your turn, Barry and Graham. Your title's now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Die another day. Die another day.
This is a film.
Film?
Film, pure and simple, yep.
3 words.
3 words.
Yeah. Hamish.
Dougal!
Hamish. What are you doing emerging from Big Tam's hair care salon?
Well, I looked in the mirror the other day and there was a bit of pepper and salt in there.
Jings, have you not washed your hair since the picnic?
No. I felt the need to avail myself of some product.
Oh, aye. Well, you'll have had your tint. You were telling me that you have postponed the colorizatory makeover.
I have indeed. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So, actually, we've no idea whatsoever. Could it be the colour purple?
It could, but it isn't.
He's not had his hair coloured yet.
He's postponed the decision.
A bridge too far.
Die another day?
Yeah.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. Before we start, I noticed down in the mailroom from the huge amount of correspondence stuffed in the pigeonhole that the pigeon can't sit down, and that we've received this card from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. She writes, Dear Rolf, where can I learn to shoe horses? Or could you suggest a better way of getting them off my lawn? Oh, sincerely, Mrs. Trellis. Right, on with the game, teams. And this week, I've unearthed an early Tudor version of the game called Mornington Crescent. This was played at court, with each move having to be officially sanctioned by the king, who acted as umpire. Only a short extract from the original rule parchment survives, which I'll read for you now. If ye wilt come unto Mornington Crescent, stray not within the bounds of the mighty Thames, nor can Tyburn be reached without sacrifice of Ruffles Square, Cockfofters, or Febden Fifters. So, teams, this is furious. Pull your fox up and pull your fox up and no fodding about. Tim, you can fire. You can start now.
Belfast Park.
Oxford Street. Go there after Belfast Park. Sorry, I don't want to teach my grandmother to suck eggs. God, that was a dangerous moment.
My go, yeah?
It's your go.
Careful.
Sloane Square.
Well, if you're going there, then Elephant and Castle.
Pimlico.
You fly fod. Fuppick's Garden.
Elves Court.
Have to go on Fairlop. That's all we can do.
Mornington Crescent.
Yeah.
In this next round, the teams are going to be tested on their knowledge of song lyrics. The importance of song lyrics is often overlooked. Lyricists rarely receive the recognition they deserve. Their names often barely remembered. Think of the great musicals. Where would Rogers have been without Hammersmith? Or Andrew Lloyd Webber without Mandy Rice Davies? Teams, I brought along a selection of well-known song lyrics, but these are incomplete. Your task is to provide the succeeding lines. OK, we'll start with you, Graham. Purple haze was in my brain. Lately things don't seem the same. Acting funny, but I don't know why. Excuse me.
No problem, Humph. Ready when you are.
The right answer is While I Kiss the Sky.
Oh.
You now, Tim, complete these opening lines, please. Put a nickel in the telephone and dial my baby's name. No, I didn't do it. You can't dial a baby's name. You used to be able to with the old dialing system. Assuming your baby was called Mogador. I'll say that again. I put a nickel in the telephone and dialed my baby's number. Got a
call centre in Bombay.
The answer, of course, is brr, 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 busy line. Andy, now, some song lyrics for you to finish off. The sun is out, the sky is blue, there's not a cloud to spoil the view, but it's...
Not how it looked in the brochure somehow, is it?
The answer is raining, raining in my heart. Barry, can you complete these opening lyrics? Where has thou been sin I saw thee on
the telecution course.
Of course, the answer is... Still don't understand it.
Without a hat. Bart hat is without a hat.
Well, why don't they...
Because we're the salt of the earth, that's why.
I have to say that a Yorkshireman came up to me at a gig and said, Humphrey, I'm a blunt man and I say what I think. So I said, so am I, piss off.
And what did Parkinson say then?
You again, Graham. Complete this opening line for us, please. For me, please. Not for us. Well, maybe for us as well. Very much noted. You again, Graham. Complete this opening for me, please. I'll say that again. With a bit more enthusiasm. You again, Graham. Complete this opening line for me, please. Now, it's been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I've kissed your lips 1,000 times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door. Hello.
We're just going into a tunnel.
The answer is it me you're looking for? Tim, yes. You now, can you complete these lines? Humidity is rising, barometer's getting low. According to all sources, the street's the place to go. Because tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30, for the first time in history, it's...
A repeat of the goodies.
The answer, of course, is gonna start raining men. Andy, how about this? She called me Mr. Bombastic, say me fantastic, touch me on me back, she say...
I'm Anne Widdecombe and I've had a few.
What a picture.
The answer is, I'm Mr. Romantic. Finally, Barry, can you finish this off? Birds do it, bees do it, even educated fleas do it. Let's do it, let's...
Crap on a statue.
The answer is fall in love.
Oh.
I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time for a round of Glutton's Film Club. Samantha tells me she's off to meet a gentleman friend who's taking her out to a restaurant that specialises in special combination pudding desserts. She says he can't resist a sticky tart with a sponge finger inside. So while she's away enjoying that, I'd like the teams to suggest movie titles certain to enthrall an audience of overeaters. And you can start, Andy.
That great Howard Keel musical, 7 Pies for One Brother.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Scone.
Charlie at the Chocolate Factory.
Hello, Mr. Chips.
Gladiator.
Mary's Poppin.
They stew horses, don't they?
Dial B for burger.
Bring me the helping of Alfredo Garcia.
The Tennessee Williams classic, A Streetcar-Sized Dessert.
The pie that came in from the cold. Pies like us. Ace Ventura, pie detective.
Who's afraid of Virginia ham?
Gone with the Wind.
Who ate Roger Rabbit?
From Korea, 101 Dalmatians.
The Ugly Dumpling.
The Sandwiches of Iwo Jima.
OK, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the show, I have to advise listeners that BBC Radio has an audience reaction phone line. Anyone who has enjoyed the show and wishes to register their comments can ring 08700 100 222. Alternatively, if you have any complaints or criticisms of the show, then you can shut your face. So from the team, Samantha, myself and the good folk of Hull, it's goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graham Garden, Andy Hamilton and Tim Brooke-Taylor were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Littleton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Littleton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week in the New Theatre, Oxford, the city of dreaming spires. As the name implies, Oxford was once well known for rearing oxen. According to Delia Smith's History of English Foods, the meat of a certain part of the ox was considered a delicacy that could provide a nutritious family meal, if it was well hung. During Tudor times, the Protestant bishops Latimer and Ridley were burnt alive here in 1555, followed by Archbishop Cranmer the following summer. After an investigation, it was discovered that the General Synod Events Committee had bought a faulty barbecue. In the early 1700s, Edmund Halley came to Oxford, where he calculated that a huge comet would appear in 1987. And sure enough, in August that year, exactly as predicted, one opened next to B&Q. In the 1880s, Oxford's first horse-drawn trams were introduced, operating along the Banbury Road. In 1910, these old slow conveyances were converted by Morris Motors to run on electricity. It was amazing how they speeded up when the horses had 240 volts. Tim Henman was born nearby, and as a young... Triumph of optimism over... Tim Henman was born nearby, and as a young lad developed his tennis skills by playing alone against the side of his parents' house. One recalls his first tournament, when he got all the way through to the semi-finals, only to be beaten in straight sets by a garage door. But it's all too easy to mock those who, despite their best efforts, seem constantly to fail. Let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Graham Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Harry Hill. And please welcome a lady who's been my right hand for many years now and who gives us all a lift. It's the delightful Samantha. Okay, let's get underway with a look at the English language, as it's important to understand the subtleties of meaning of certain words. For example, there are many who don't fully appreciate the difference between the terms perpetrate and commit. Well, perpetrate means to perform or to be responsible for an act of criminal intent or deception, whereas commit was the frog on the Muppet Show. But the meanings of words are constantly shifting, and I'd like the teams to share with us any new definitions they may have spotted recently. Barry, would you care to start, please?
Asbestos, Greek antisocial behaviour order.
Tim.
Philander, the Duke of Edinburgh and the Queen.
Graham.
Semolina, a system of signalling with puddings.
Harry.
Pistachio, the facial hair you might find on the top lip of an alcoholic.
Delegate, Jewish scandal.
Systematic, a robot nun.
Stymie, a Jewish pig.
Boomerang, show displeasure to a dessert.
Scurrilous, a mouse with no legs.
Aerobic, chocolate biro.
Shrewd, a rude shrew.
Baltimore, asking for seconds in an Indian restaurant.
Shrink, an ice skating shrew.
Increment, bad Japanese weather.
Chinchilla, air-conditioned beard.
Shrub, an over-friendly shrew.
Okay, stretching.
Honolulu, to give an MBE to a Scottish singer.
It's music time now, with one song to the tune of another. And this will be a rare treat for music lovers everywhere. There's no radio games like this one. Wait a minute, I'll read that again. A rare treat for music lovers. Everywhere there's no radio. Games like this one require a certain special kind of talent. To swap the words of one song with those of another takes the ability to ignore all the conventional rules of musical composition, harmony and melody. Fortunately, we have a world-class expert in the shape of Colin Sell. Actually, listeners may be interested to learn that Colin spent many years working with Johnny Cash. Somebody had to empty those condom machines. Okay, Tim, we'll start with you. Will you please sing the words of My Ding-a-Ling by Chuck Berry to the tune of When I Was a Lad from Gilbert and Sullivan's HMS Pinafore?
When I was a little bitty boy, my grandfather bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-ling.
She told me it was his ding-a-ling-a-ling.
My ding-a-ling-ling, my ding-a-ling-ling. I want you to play with my ding-a-ling-ling.
His ding-a-ling-ling, his ding-a-ling. He wants you to play with his ding-a-ling.
And then Mama took me to grammar school. I stopped off in the vestibule. Every time that bell would ring, they'd catch me playing with my ding-a-ling.
They'd catch him playing with his ding-a-ling.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want you to play with my ding-a-ling.
His ding-a-ling, his ding-a-ling. He wants you to play with his ding-a-ling.
Okay, you now, Graham, would you sing the words of Bicycle Race by Queen to the tune of Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind?
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. You say black, I say white. You say bark, I say bye.
That brought a lump to the eye and a tear to the throat. And finally, Harry, would you sing the words of Old MacDonald Had a Farm to the tune of the Eagles' song, Hotel California?
I'll give it a go. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm he had some chicks, E-I-E-I-O. Chick chick here and a chick chick there. Here a chick, there a chick, everywhere a chick chick. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, E-I-E-I-O. And on this farm, and on this farm he had some ducks, E-E-I-O, with a quack quack here and a quack quack there, a quack quack.
Okay, the teams are going to play a good old-fashioned board game now. Personally, my favourite as a child was Monopoly. What more innocent fun could there be than to enjoy a silly fantasy world in which it's possible to buy up railway gas and electricity companies for a song, with a view to massively overcharging the unsuspecting customer. The game is an exciting new medical version of the popular Scrabble board game, and Samantha is passing around the boards and letters for the teams now. Hurry up. Okay, Harry, would you care to start?
Yes. I've got a load of blanks and, it's okay, I've got IVF. I've got IVF.
There's a pi, P-I. Add an E and an L and S. Oh, that means I've got piles. Oh, that's not good.
Well, I can use that P to make biceps. Or biceps. No, that's not how you spell it. Bypass, I can do. Bypass. Takes me onto a triple word sky. I got triple bypass there.
You could have used that P for analysis, you know.
I could.
I've got pharmacy. Oh, no, there's no F in pharmacy.
I've got no L's, no K's, no T's. Basically, I'm inconsonant.
Oh dear, with this triage system, I don't think I can go for about a week.
What have I got? Oh, I've got MRSA. I can't make anything of that. No. I'm just going to move these vowels. Got care. Oh, no, I've got an L there. I can make that clear.
This is all being taped, you know. What a waste of perfectly good magnetism. I can't help but notice that the science fiction revival is all the rage these days. Actually, serious research scientists constantly grapple to achieve time travel. They should come and sit where I'm sitting. That'd take them back 4 or 5 decades for a start. In the next game, the teams are going to assume the roles of actors to reprise some famous two-handers from film and stage. However, one of the parts has been cast as an alien. Okay, the first scene is from the start of Brief Encounter, and it's to feature Tim as Doctor Who in the Trevor Howard role, and Harry as a Dalek in the Celia Johnson role. Away you go.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, please. It's only something in my eye.
Please let me look. I happen to be the doctor.
That's very kind of you.
Look, turn round to the light, please. Now look up. Now look down. Keep still. I see it. There.
Oh, what a relief. It was agonizing.
It looks like a bit of grit.
It was when the express went through. Thank you very much indeed. How lucky you happened to be here.
Anybody could have done it.
Never mind, you did, and I'm most grateful.
There's my train. I must go. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Your turn now, Barry and Graham. You'll be performing a scene from The Importance of Being Earnest, featuring Barry as Obi-Wan Kenobi, playing Jack Worthing, and Graham as Darth Vader, playing the part of Lady Bracknell.
I have lost both my parents.
Both. That seems like carelessness. Who was your father?
I'm afraid I don't really know. The fact is, Lady Bracknell, I said I had lost my parents. It would be nearer the truth to say that my parents seemed to have lost me. I was found.
Found?
The late Mr. Thomas Cardew, an old gentleman of a very charitable and kindly disposition, found me and gave me the name of Worthing, because he happened to have a first-class ticket for Worthing in his pocket at the time.
Where did the charitable gentleman who had a first-class ticket for this seaside resort find you?
In a handbag.
A handbag.
Yes, Lady Bracknell.
Guard, seize him.
An ordinary handbag, in fact.
In what locality did this Mr. James or Thomas Cardew come across this ordinary handbag?
In the cloakroom at Victoria Station. The Brighton line.
The line is immaterial, Mr. Worthing, I confess. Jack, I am your father.
Our next round takes us overseas to see what we can adapt from Britain to suit our European neighbours. Personally, I'm fascinated by European culture. For example, in the French language, they have a word rien, which means nothing. And yet, as the Prime Minister discovered recently, the French have more than 20 different ways to say both up and yours. OK, teams, in an effort to restore our crumbling political and economic links, I'd like you please to help solve the terrible European nursery rhyme shortage by adapting some to suit our neighbours, or indeed for any other deserving nations farther afield. Would you please start, Barry?
From the Republic of Ireland, Harry. Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "What have you got there?" "Pies."
Graham.
Veiny Vidi Vinky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock, "Are the children all in their own beds? For this is not Neverland, you know."
This is very popular in Spain. You shall have a fishy on a little dishy. You shall have a fishy when the Spanish trawlermen get back from Cornwall.
Ole!
Harry.
India, this is for. Okay. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. Who ordered the treacle biryani?
Three blind mice, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Et voila, French provincial cuisine.
Here's one for the UK. Lavender's blue diddle diddle, lavender's green. When I am king diddle diddle, you will be the Duchess of Cornwall.
And one from down under. 1, 2, kangaroo. 3, 4, there's some more. Kangaroo. 5, 6, kangaroo. 7, 8, kangaroo. 9, 10, a big fat kangaroo.
The teams are going to take us back to a golden age of letter writing now. Letter writing these days has all but died out with the advent of email and mobile phones, but I have to say I find this technology a little baffling. Only this week my mobile phone company tried to get me to download the Crazy Frog. Who the hell wants Jack Chirac in a crash helmet with no trousers? Okay, in an attempt to reverse this trend, each team will take turns to improvise letters between two famous people. Team A start by improvising a letter, one word each at a time. When they've signed off, Team B should compose the reply. We'll examine the lost correspondence between God and Noah. You can start us off, please, Barry and Graham.
Dear Noah, I am
writing
as
I
find
that
you
have
an
unusual
ark
that
lies
near
your
home.
Why
You
have
got
an
ark
is
beyond
me,
and
I
will
demand
that
you
remove
it.
immediately.
Otherwise,
I
shall
be
forced
to
take
action
with
regard
to
the
planning
of
this
aforesaid
ark.
Furthermore,
Here
lies
the
remnants
of
my
weather
forecast.
Rain
falling
for
3
or
4
40
nights,
and
then
floods
will
engulf
you
and
quite
rightly
too.
Yours
Celestially,
God.
Dear God. The flood to engulf us. I have managed to amass a number of animals. Namely, two of each animal, which I list now. Aardvark. And ants. And anteaters. And bees. And cuckoos. And ducks. And elephants. And so we continue down this path of self-pity. Lots of love, Noah.
Well, it's very nearly the end of another show, but it's just time to squeeze in a round of Babies and Toddlers Songbook. Now, Barry Cryer may be at something of an advantage here, as he currently has his little grandson staying with him. Every morning, he's been strapping him into his buggy and wheeling him down to the park where he likes to chase the ducks. The poor fellow says he's exhausted, pushing Barry around all day. So, teams, suggestions of song titles, please, with the aim of delighting an audience of babies and toddlers. Graham, will you start, please?
It's my potty, and I'll cry if I want to.
Tim.
Knowing pee, knowing poo.
Oh, mine, Papa, not you, Mr. Blunkett.
Sweets for my sweet, Valium for my mummy.
It's all over, my friend.
There's a kind of rusk all over the wall tonight.
Voodoo childminder.
I just crawled to say I love you.
I call my wind Mariah.
Down at the old Cow and Gate.
Teats for two. In case you have twins.
Pampers got a brand new bag.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as the runaway stallion of time attempts to mount the reluctant mare of fate, and the town council meeting has to be halted for the day. I notice it's the end of the show, so from myself, Samantha, the teams and the fine folk of Oxford, it's goodbye.
Tim Brooke Taylor, Barry Cryer, Graham Garden and Harry Hill were being given silly things to do by...